If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
But I don't see this disappearing the way SARS-1 did. The reason I say that is that it is so efficient in its ability to transmit from human to human that I think we ultimately will get control of it. I don't really see us eradicating it. I think with a combination of good public health measures, a degree of global herd immunity, and a good vaccine, which I do hope and feel cautiously optimistic that we will get. I think when you put all three of those together, I think we will get very good control of this. Whether it's this year or next year, I'm not certain. But I think ultimately, with a combination of good public health measures and a vaccine, that we may not eradicate it, but I think we will bring it down to such a low level that we will not be in the position that we're in right now for an extended period of time.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. Well, if you haven't heard, Dr. Fauci himself has said that the virus will never be eradicated, that it'll never be gone fully. And that's why we all have to get used to this new way of life, because it's not going back to the way it was. And I'm going to show you some things that are going on that are going to make you want to pull your hair out. But I'm going to start with a subscriber. A friend of mine passed this video, told me to check out this video on Netflix from a children's show from 2016, or a kid's movie called Hedgehog. How's this for predictive programming?
Tricia Thompson reporting live from Legion Coliseum with breaking news about the infectious virus.
Our research certainly backs Scott up. It isn't the animals. They have absolutely no connection to the virus. I'm also happy to announce that we've discovered a vaccine. We no longer have to live in fear. Everyone can get back to their normal lives.
Boy, that doesn't seem like more predictive programming, does it? And of course, remember, they have been using this on not just adults, on children, to prepare them for this. So it's a sense of normalcy that this is the new way of life. And the other new way of life is the virtual world that we are now living in. It is not going back to the way things were, because social distancing is the new norm. And if you look at some of my videos from 2016, even ones talking about Pokemon Go, I talked about two things. Pokemon Go and the fact that they were trying to create a virtual world. That was the beginning of it, blurring the lines between what's real and what's not. Then I talked about how the home was going to become a prison. This is years ago. And now all this stuff is coming to fruition. And what we're seeing is the return to sports is one of the things that's happening now. As slowly they're going to bring some things back, but they're not going to be the same. And well, if this isn't frightening, I don't know what is. Baseball returning with no fans. Oh wait, don't worry folks. Virtual fans, that's right. The technology's been created to have virtual fans at the games, fake fans. I mean, soon people will be dating these things. Take a look for yourself. And if that's not enough for you, the virtual world itself has been told to us, foretold to us by them out of their own mouths through movies over and over and over again, that we're going to be living in a virtual reality, a virtual world. From Spielberg's movie to all the other crap movies that they've made. And this is about distancing people from one another, depopulating, imprisoning ourselves, because our homes are, look, I've said it a million times, our homes are our jail cell. And what does that mean? It means there's not enough prisons, in the country to imprison everyone. So they've had everyone imprison themselves, with the NSA being allowed in your home, with all of your devices recording you and watching you and listening to you 24/7. And then a team at the CIA and at the NSA who listen to everything that's going on, algorithms that look for trigger words that might be said in your home, so they can completely watch and monitor you and make sure you're behaving. Make sure you're not gathering firearms. Make sure you're not starting some type of group that might go against them. And you're behaving yourself and you're quarantining yourself. This is the virtual world we live in now, foretold.
My name's Wade Watts. My dad picked that name because it sounded like a superhero's alter ego. Nowhere except the Oasis. A whole virtual universe. People come to the Oasis for all the things they can do, but they stay because of all the things they can be.
Good morning. This is your wake-up call.
The year is 2021. It is no longer safe to transmit information. Phones, computers, and satellites are all vulnerable.
Your storage capacity? I can carry nearly 80 gigs of data in my head.
Input the data into the brain of a human courier.
What are you doing?
Making a long-distance phone call.
Those who control the information control the world.
He's the epitome of evil. And he's on the prowl in the third dimension. It's Wario. The diabolical one has gone 3D, where evil runs deep and danger comes out of nowhere in the most incredible adventure ever seen on Virtual Boy. It's Wario Land, a 3D game for a 3D world.
For the simulated Mets in 2020, off to a slow start at 2-7, but things looking up. Michael Conforto got back in the lineup on Sunday, hit a home run and a Mets win. And today, for the first time in nearly 2 years, Yoenis Cespedes is back in the lineup for the Mets.
Well, the Mets, Gary, have not been hitting as a team. They've been struggling. In Conforto's return, he had a home run, got 2 base hits.
Alonso will be running with 3-2 and 2 down. 3-2 coming from Valdez. And Davis lines one in the left center field. That's a base hit. Around third comes Marisnick. He will score the tie-breaking run. Stopping at second is Alonso. J.D. Davis back in Houston delivers the go-ahead hit in the 8th, and the Mets lead 2-1.
From the imagination comes the story of a man.
Joe, come on, boy, let's go. Grass is waiting for you.
With the mind of a child.
Yeah, Cybo Man. He came to see me.
Cybo Man. Comics, right?
Yeah, Cybo Man.
And a doctor.
Virtual reality holds a key to the evolution of the human mind.
With a
It's a frightening reality, but when their own mouths, when they say it's not going to be eradicated, what they're telling you is it's not going to be eradicated until that shot comes. And when that shot comes, everyone's going to line up because they think that the world's going to go back to normal, and that'll make them want to do it. But what will end up happening is there's going to be the people like us who won't cross the picket line, who refuse to get it. And then people are going to turn on us, and they're going to want to have us locked in FEMA camps because we refuse to get the shot. And they're going to want to make it mandatory because we're being selfish and we're being conspiracy nuts and we refuse to get it. Well, I'm not getting it. I know you guys listening to this channel are not getting it, but that's the ultimate goal here. They're driving people completely mad with the way the world is going. They're bringing in their virtual world, which they've told us about. They're killing off the dollar. That's why you see all these businesses crumbling. They're killing off money. They're killing off cash, I should say, to bring in their cashless society and the mark of the beast. All of this stuff has been foretold to us, and this is all happening right now, right in front of our eyes. And if you can't see it, wake up and snap out of it. And if you don't want to see it, that's your problem. You can ignore it and you can pretend that the world's sunshine and rainbows, but it's not. It's getting scarier by the day, but we have to be strong for not just each other, for the children out there who are going to be left stranded in this world alone, who are probably going to have their Bibles taken from them, who are probably going to be completely isolated from society and be considered dangerous threats. Remember, they've already said that conspiracy theorist people are terrorists. I mean, what more do you need to even, we are? Why? Because we critically think and we question things. Most of us don't even own guns or weapons. We use our voice. What's so dangerous about that? If you don't like it, turn it off. If you think we're crazy, think we're crazy. But they're so afraid of us, they have to take away the right for us to even speak because our voices have become such a dangerous weapon to them. More dangerous than any other weapon out there. I want to thank everyone out there for listening to today's show. The reality of the world that we're living in now is going to be that this is going to continue on and be the new normal. And all we can do is hang in there and stick together and try to weather through it and endure. That's what this is about. God put us here. I said it before. I say it a million times. For a reason at this period of time. Because he knew we could endure. So we have to endure. And even people like myself, everyone thinks I'm strong. And I'm pretty strong. But I'm worn out. And I get worn out. And it wears me out to see how other people have responded to this. And how they're believing in the hype. And they're believing in the crap without any evidence. Just because the TV box, the magic box shows them this stuff. Or the internet and all the fake websites like CNN. Give them all these stories every day. Every day you go on CNN, it's a story. Oh, this person just got married 2 days ago. Now they're gone. I saw one today. It was like, this man was wrapped in garbage bags, begging for help because he couldn't breathe from contracting the so-called virus. I mean, it's just sob story after sob story, fake news after fake news, and everybody buys into it. I want to remind everyone, please check out my website at callfornuprising.com. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be on YouTube. It's a matter of time before they silence this channel. They already silenced my other one. And they refuse to even look at my appeal, which is just classic YouTube, pretending they're not working because of everything that's going on. Like they're shut down because they just don't want to, they're not going to deal with anyone. They're just going to shut you down and say, hey, we don't have employees here. We can't look. So sorry. Bye. So check out the website at callforuprising.com. It's $2.99 a month. Make sure, again, if you haven't at least tried it, you do give it a shot. You might not like it. It's understandable. It's not personal. And I want to thank the Patreons out there for supporting this YouTube channel. It's because of you this channel continues to go on. So share this information with people. Let them see the predictive programming. That cartoon I showed you from 2016. Obviously, all the other clips are from throughout the last 20, 30 years. And it's just all been foretold. It's all predictive programming, planting seeds, desensitizing people to it. And then when it happens, they're already prepared for it. So it's not this big shock to their system. They've been told that it was going to happen, and now it is. I thank you all again for listening to today's show. God bless you and your families.